Namaste and a very good morning to all of you. I welcome you to my channel, The Outlier. My name is Mithun. In today's video, I'll be talking about how to perform the one sample t-test using Python. Even before I proceed to demonstrate how to perform the one sample t-test using Python, may I request you to subscribe to my channel, also like and share my videos. Let's begin by asking a very simple question. What exactly is the one sample t-test? The one sample t-test is a statistical hypothesis test which is used to determine whether an unknown population mean is different from a specific value. To perform the one sample t-test, let me import a few libraries. I will be using two libraries for this purpose. The first is the NumPy package, and the second one is the SciPy library. You can see here, in the first statement, I'm importing NumPy as NP, and in the second statement, I'm using the SciPy.stats module to import the t-test underscore one samp function. Once we have successfully imported the NumPy library and the SciPy.stats module, the next step would be to generate some sample data. Here, in the next line, let us go ahead and generate sample data based on normal distribution. You can see here, I'm using numpy.random.normal. What this does is, this will generate an array of 20 values. The size of the array would be 20. We will be generating 20 values based on the normal distribution whose mean value is 5 and the standard deviation is 2. I repeat, np.random.normal will generate random numbers which is based on normal distribution, which has a mean value of 5 and a standard deviation of 2. The size of the NumPy array is 20. So when we say loc, it basically means location. The location parameter is 5, the scale parameter is 2, and the size of the array is 20 here. So we have some data to play with. The next step in this exercise would be to specify the null hypothesis value. The null hypothesis mean value would be 4.5. You can use any value, but I'm going to check whether the mean value equals 4.5. In your research, in your analysis, you can specify a different value for the mean value. The next stage in the analysis would be to conduct the one sample t-test. How do we conduct the one sample t-test? We have to write t-test underscore one samp function. So this is the name of the function, t-test underscore one samp. We are feeding the data and we are providing the null mean here. This will return a tuple which has the t statistic value as well as the p value. I have successfully executed this particular command. It has generated the t statistic value as well as the p value. If you want to display the t statistic value as well as the p value, what we can do in the next stage is to print the results of the one sample t-test. Let me now go ahead and use the print function. It displays the t statistic value as 1.80 and the p value as 0.08. So this is the value that we are getting for t and p value. Clearly, the p value is less than 0.05. Now, what is the inference that we can draw based on this analysis? To draw some inference out of this, we will have to interpret the results. How do we interpret the results? To interpret these results, you can see we can write a simple command. We are setting the alpha value at 5%. The decision criteria is to compare p-value with alpha. If the p-value is less than alpha, we take a call. The call is we will reject the null hypothesis. So if p is less than alpha, reject the null hypothesis. Else, you fail to reject the null hypothesis. This is the conclusion that we can draw. Let me go ahead and execute this particular command. The result that we are getting is to fail to reject the null hypothesis. So the conclusion of the t-test here is that we fail to reject the null hypothesis. In other words, the sample mean is not significantly different from a value of 4.5. Let me go back and show you the command that I've used. It's a very simple command, t-test_1samp function. To run this particular command, you definitely need the scipy.stats module. Once you have scipy.stats module, only then you can go ahead and run the t-test_1samp function. With this, I have come to the end of today's video. In today's video, we've seen how to conduct the one sample t-test. I request you to subscribe to my channel, also like and share my videos. Thank you very much for watching this particular video. Have a great day ahead.